Upskilling can be hard skills and it can be soft skills.
And it can be
Emotional skills, interpersonal skills, rather.
Embrace a growth mindset. Accept the fact that the world is moving extremely fast.
Yep.
Accept the fact that what you think may be relevant now 6 months down the line is going to be obsolete. So always try to be ready to pivot. Always try to be ready to grow, to learn, be willing and ready. You can outclass a lot of persons. You can leave them in the dust.
You cannot grasp the concept that AI can enhance your career and enhance your productivity and creativity.
Yes.
You will get left behind.
That is it.
Welcome to another episode of Beyond the 9 to 5. I'm your host, Oshido Christie.
I'm your host, Carl Johnson.
This podcast will be focused on sharing our experiences and perspectives when it comes on to working a 9 to 5 and being an entrepreneur and what it takes to live that life.
Yep, today's topic will be focused on cultivating a growth mindset for long-term success.
And long-term different for everybody. Me subjective in everything, you know. There's always two sides.
Yeah.
Long-term different for everybody.
Yeah, that's facts. Big facts right here. For you, long-term could be like a year. For us, long-term can be 5 years.
For me, long-term is 6 months. Isn't it?
All right, so for me, for me, long-term is anything over 2 years.
Okay, cool.
Anything over 2 years.
Yeah. So, you know priorities there.
Yes, man. We're going to be speaking about upskilling a lot this episode. We normally speak about it, yes, but today is going to be
just strictly upskilling. Because, someone reached out to us and they were saying that they've been living the life of working in a specific industry for 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
And now they want to pivot from what they're doing to something completely unrelated.
Yeah, that guy. Completely unrelated.
And it's a case where we're providing some guidance into how one can go about pivoting from one part to the next.
Mm-hmm.
And it made us realize how truly important it is to not only understand upskilling, but also be able to create your own timeline.
That is it.
Because depending on the career path, for some persons, upskilling can take 3 months. For others, it can take 2 years.
For others, it can take 4 to 6 years, depending on what you want to. Because sometimes person get a bug. They work at a job for a while, but that's not really their real passion, but they are good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And the bug says, go back to school, though you really want to. And it take like 6 years for though they really want to. So, yeah, sometimes you catch back that bug to do your thing, but you need to upskill if you want to pivot really and truly. Most of the times.
That is true. To upskill effectively, you have to identify the industry that you want to go in. Obviously, that's the main point of upskilling.
Mm-hmm.
Some persons upskill to become more qualified for the industry that they're currently in to get a promotion. Some persons upskill to pivot from the industry that they're currently in to something that they're more interested in.
That is it.
But upskilling is more than just getting the certificate. Upskilling is creating the roadmap that will guide you to that path.
Yes,
and a lot of us don't create that roadmap.
We don't make plans. We don't have plans. We just want to move from A to B without knowing where to start to move from A to B.
Exactly. Or some of us find the starting line and then that's all.
Yes. And then in terms of upskilling also, it does not necessarily mean that you have to upskill even to pivot. You can upskill to go a side hustle.
True.
Yeah.
That is true.
Other day I heard a TikToker. What's her name? Trisani, I think. And she was talking about side hustles and such. I was like, oh, we didn't really think about. We normally think to pivot, to upskill to move up in your company, or upskill to pivot to something else, but upskill to like get a side hustle up and running. Learn like if you're interested in hair, nails, plumbing, if you want to be a local electrician, anything like that. Upskill. If you want to sell flowers on the side because you love flowers, like it does mean getting more skills to see if you can make more money to make your life better, really and truly.
And there is now that you mentioned upskilling via hair and nails, the reason for upskilling kind of different for everybody, as we did I say previously. Because if you go upskill and you go focus on hair and nails, you know that I go take a lot of time out of you to get clients to do hair, and hair take a long time depending on the hairstyle you want to.
True.
And nails take a long time, right? But you really want to come out of the job where you are. One, because it don't give you enough flexibility, and two, you don't pay enough.
Or you just want to make some extra money on the side.
That's true, but with them type of side hustle there, it go drain you more than anything else because that requires a lot of you physically.
That's true.
Right? So it's a case where some persons, they're willing to give up the steady 9 to 5 and do one job like this or go in a side hustle like doing here or doing nails, I mean even feel like a side hustle is doing it any justice because it's legit
It's a
businesses for
profession.
person.
Yep.
So me feel like we just call it a business.
Yeah, man.
You see me?
Other day I spoke to someone, they watched the episode and they knew me and they saw the episode and a person for them does here. And I was like, the person push on social media and said, no, me say, they make a big push because they've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
And talk about that. Me say, they can all do classes. They can do start it as a side hustle. Upskill. Sorry, I'm going to start this the real way now. Watch some videos. Started as a side hustle, started naturally, start putting weave, started wig installations. Yeah, me know about no, necessarily enough. Wig installations, all of these things. Eventually, they can just start do classes because you're the guy. And from there, additional income right there, and you can make it your whole thing.
You can. Because some of the time we're going on one specific field or a specific industry to achieve a specific thing. However, once we enter that industry, we realize that there's so many opportunities to grow into many different directions, which will get you on a higher level than you initially planned to be on, at a faster pace than you initially planned to be there.
And then in terms of upskilling, no matter where you are, I think it's always necessary to aim for more. Other day I was speaking to a younger friend of mine, a young man, a good friend, know him a long time. And we had a conversation about someone told him to start work right after. Start work as young as possible. And I told him, no. I told him plain and straight, I believe that you should start, get as much skills on your belt as possible. Don't give them a reason to say no. And even when you're reaching a place, try to go into a place or environment, a work environment that motivates you, that pushes you to upskill even more, to add on to what you have. Because some environments you can't really tell them say upskill, to be honest, guys. We know this.
Yeah, you have to remove some stuff from your resume.
Yeah, man. And then if you're going to classes, you can't make them know you have to do it under psychs because you might hold on. Actually. Sad, but yeah, they might hold on. So sometimes you just have to do your thing under psychs, but never let any outside source, as I said, detract from what you need to do. So come down to it, make more money and be more comfortable.
You're right.
Truly.
Adding to that, bro. Persons nowadays, I tell people say start working as young as possible. Start this, start that. The truth of the matter is the persons them who have said that are persons from the previous generation.
Come on.
What worked in your time now work now because the job market itself is different and the benefits are not the same as when you were younger. When it was their time, they could start working early, save, and be able to afford a house. You can't do that anymore. Right? You have to upskill yourself so that you're flexible to move with the wind, move with the job market. Upskill yourself so that you can fit into any little slot that is available.
Yes, sir.
Don't just jump for go work as soon as you finish high school. Like, I get it. A lot of persons, they don't have a choice because of the background, the environment that they grew up in, their family. They have to go there and start work immediately.
And I can understand that 100%, but there are a bunch of resources out there. We can get to those in a bit, by the way. There's a bunch of resources out there that you can do and take your time with a local evening classes. I know people do this from strength to strength and start off as nothing really and truly, and then start do some courses and then get a different job and then start upgrading themselves, right? And from there they have grown strength by strength really and truly. So people out there are doing it because they see the better, and those persons they admitted to me that they start late and wish they went start earlier really and truly. They wish they started doing this earlier, but at that point in time they didn't have the vision that they had right now. Now when I say they didn't see the vision, they didn't have the vision that they had right now, but it's never too late to start to upskill and get yourself more qualified or get more experience in certain things.
True.
Based on your life you want to do.
True.
Yeah, that's it, guys.
The way the job market set up right now, you see, if you're not upskill yourself, you're not keep up to date with the times, you go get left behind. Because AI come in and AI come in strong, bro. Look on ChatGPT 4.0. Bro.
I want to talk to you.
Yeah. Bro, that's crazy, bro.
Crazy.
And just like with the marketing course from last episode, even though it is marketing and how things are going right now, content marketing is blowing up like crazy. If you are the one course and it don't involve AI integration at the moment, it don't make sense.
And then I'm not even gonna stop it at a course. I think that persons should try to delve into AI personally.
Yeah.
Because AI can save you so much time and sending emails. It can give you ideas. It can do it can assist you a whole lot.
Hey.
Don't think about it as stealing a job. Think about it as enhancing who you are.
True.
Yeah, think about it as an enhancement, right?
True. People use AI to enhance their career.
Yep.
Enhance the task that they do. Especially person who in a one creative space. Persons who in a one creative space, if they use AI correctly, bro, they can automate a lot of shit and they can even get more creative ideas.
That is true.
Because creativity is all about getting inspiration.
And then even if you're not in the creative space, you do a lot of repetitive grunt work.
Exactly.
AI is amazing for repetitive grunt work. I use it to draft emails.
Look at that.
Fancy emails, plain sounding emails, I use it because another day I just put in the concept that I need. It churns out something and it's great, right? And we'll just fix it up and see. If it matches, boom, I have a chat GPT specifically for emails. Or work emails that I use, right? So if you can use it to enhance, it's like makeup.
Bro, that's the perfect example.
Yeah, it's like makeup.
Yeah, ChatGPT is like makeup, bro.
You can do it right and have it enhance. Or you can make it take over you. You just need to pick which side, right?
True.
That is it, guys. That is it. Especially nowadays, because after COVID, I think everybody knows about what's it called? The thing where you type online and you see like it spells the word better for you. Grammarly. We all used to Grammarly, guys.
Hey, enough of we out here done so.
Yeah, man. We all used to Grammarly.
Hey, we use Grammarly hard, man.
Yeah, all of us are used to Grammarly. A friend showed me a combo the other day, ChatGPT plus Grammarly. ChatGPT to give you the raw facts based on what's going on, and Grammarly to refine it, make it sound more human. It was an amazing combo that I didn't even think about. And if I think about Grammarly the right way, Grammarly is AI.
It is.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff is AI.
Yeah, Grammarly is AI, but we're really looking at it as AI in like 2020 thereabouts. But now everything is AI.
Everything is AI.
Everything is AI.
It's
So
just,
you can just know what to do your thing. Guys.
Yeah.
Just try to upskill and take into consideration what is relevant. I remember a couple years ago when everybody was hearing about programming and like graphic design, and everybody jump on the wave. Now you're not really hearing a thing about programmers and graphic designers because other person dropped off the wave, right? Only the best.
Stick it out.
Only the best stick it out and make it work. But AI is different than graphic design and programming in terms of that it will not go away and the demand for it will be up there because it's constantly evolving, right? It's constantly evolving. We're just using the AI as an example, but of what is relevant now.
Yeah, the market are evolving.
But market's evolving. Market's evolving, guys. And we need to be, if we can't be step by step, lockstep, put it just a step behind our two. Be relevant. To make relevant money and keep our relevant things going on.
And you know, the thing is, AI is revolutionizing the market. It was the same thing when the internet came about.
Yes.
And it was the same thing when Bitcoin came about. Everybody who did all our never really have a lot of knowledge about it, look down on it and be like, this thing not gonna last. This thing, because persons used to do traditional marketing. When digital marketing came into place, they were hesitant because they must say, I can't just pay for one billboard. Why am I going to put this online? But then afterwards now, they missed out on the initial wave. And then they had to be playing catch up because years after they actually find out how successful digital marketing is, how successful Bitcoin is, even though it's not stable, but it's worth a lot of money.
Persons have made money off it.
Millions. Persons who got in on it early made a lot of money off it. But anytime you're trying to play the catch-up game,
man,
bro, don't have the same mindset of the elders them have right now. When they see up on their phone, all you do is down on your phone all day and all, nothing productive. You can't go out and work, go touch some grass, but you're on your phone and make money. Yes, man. You're on your phone and you're making money. But them don't understand that concept. They can't grasp that concept.
That is true.
It can be the same thing with AI and your career. If you cannot grasp the concept that AI can enhance your career and enhance your productivity and creativity, you will get left behind.
That is it. And guys, never forget that the future is now.
Yeah.
Right? The future is now.
Yeah.
So overall, in terms of upskilling, try to find something that's going to be relevant yesterday.
True.
Because the future is now. Something where you can make some money off, you can keep yourself. And something that doesn't necessarily pressure you. Because most of the time when persons think about upskilling, they are saying, boy, I have to go back to school, boy, I have to do this, that. In today's day and age, in today's job market, you have opportunities not to be pressured for certain things. Guys. True. So pace yourself and jump on the train.
True.
That is really it.
Don't make it evolution miss you.
No, don't make it miss you. Don't make it miss it. Anyhow.
Keep yourself abreast with what's going on. And if you feel like it can't apply to you,
Just have a change in mentality
Yeah.
and just get a plan.
Because what it takes, so if you know if AI actually apply to your business, is being creative with the thinking. And it's the same for upskilling and everything. If you want to go off a specific course, if you want to go in a specific career path and you're like, I'm gonna have a time, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have that. You just have to be creative with the thinking and how you go approach the situation.
Yeah, and then make the time.
Yeah. Something
Right.
I forget sacrifice.
Something have to be sacrificed, guys. Something has to, what we gonna sacrifice so far?
Sacrifice,
Not like
bro.
how that sound, but yeah, something has to be sacrificed for real. Something has to be sacrificed.
Yeah.
And in terms of that, upskilling can actually not just assist you, but if you sell it right to your employer or your boss, it can assist them as well.
Mm-hmm.
It can assist them a whole heap.
True.
A whole heap. For example, we're speaking about AI because it's a thing right now. It's relevant right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you can show your boss that you can use AI to do a certain tasks, you can potentially make the office a more efficient place.
Mm-hmm.
That's just one step right there. It
Sure.
can make the work easier, which increases productivity for everyone, which reduces stress. So you just need to sell it away, guys. And then persons who are on the wave will have greater job security, I think. If your boss can realize that you are a person that is always thinking ahead, if you're in a position where it is unstable, they will not want to let go the one that is always ahead.
True.
You make them shine, you make them look better.
Yeah. True.
Right? And then from there you can pivot. You can say, well, that person will look good in a better position based on the expertise that they have.
Yeah.
Right? More money,
True.
better work being done. So we have to think about these things, guys, when you're thinking about upskilling. It's not for today. It's for tomorrow.
For real.
Yeah.
It comes down to now identifying those skills, because it's easy to identify AI because it's all over the place.
But you need to identify your personal skills or your personal deficiencies that you would need to work on. Because really and truly, you can enhance, you can be good at, for example, Excel, where you don't have anything at all in Excel. You can upskill right here. You can see a deficiency that you're not good at this or that. And you can try to learn. Sometimes you have to pay money for learn.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, try to learn and get better in that area.
True.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to think about it, man. You have to have a plan and try to stick to the plan. I don't like people talk you out of your plan. If your plan really makes sense to your life.
Some people easily sway.
Yeah, that's true.
Some persons have such a strong conviction, in the sense they talk to them about changing the path of the plan.
Yep.
May they just go on.
Then go on.
Yes, because nothing you say now go penetrate.
Me, I'll take my L.
Yeah, bro.
I'll take my L.
My resolve unshakable.
Yeah, man. My L. Give me opportunity to take my L. If I don't take my L, I won't feel comfortable. Let me take my L. Especially if it's something that I've been planning and I've been thinking about and I've been watching the market. But let me take my L.
True.
Because not everybody can tell me certain things because they don't know certain things. Just have to know who are the persons that are around you that can give you positive criticism, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If they can break it down and say, wow, you break it down and you put the ego aside and say, well, that doesn't make any sense for me to upskill in this direction. This year is better for me. Take the advice and run with it.
True. Like, some skill are in demand now. Like, what's some skill I feel like in demand right now? Otherwise from like AI, because we know anybody will know how to operate AI or prompt engineering.
Yeah.
Prompt engineering is going crazy.
Crazy. I can admit in terms of that, before we jump on that, I've been doing a lot of prompt engineering.
Yeah.
A whole lot of prompt engineering on mine. I know he has been doing a lot of prompt engineering as well. First behind the camera.
First behind the camera in a heavy episode.
Yeah, man. First behind the camera doing a lot of prompt engineering. But that's a see, even new terminology is being made for this thing.
True.
Got that.
Prompt engineering.
Imagine eventually, like how he had mentioned, that digital marketing wasn't a thing before computers and the internet. Prompt engineering wasn't a thing before AI.
True. I know that you mentioned that there's also another in-demand skill. It's not just being able to identify independent in-demand skill, but it's being able to create a synergy between skills.
Yes.
Bro.
Yes. Talk.
You see, if you create a synergy between skills, because look at it. Digital marketing is booming. However, it's getting narrowed down a lot more now to content marketing specifically. Now, content marketing, to do it right, you need to know how to do digital storytelling. So you can compress information in such a manner where you can tell a creative story in 60 seconds or less, maybe longer, depending on the attention span of your viewers. Now, if you combine that with prompt engineering, and now you're doing content marketing, and you have the skills of being a digital storyteller, the results will be phenomenal. The only thing you'll need now is someone to add creativity to that, whether that be someone who will be doing the video editing, someone who will be creating things in Canva, any form of creative aspect at all. But you basically just combine 3 different skills.
And I like, yes, you said those a while ago. 3 different skills because the industry is moving so fast. You don't necessarily have whatever certification for them.
Exactly.
And because it's being upgraded all the time. But look at that. Prompt engineering, digital storyteller, plus being content marketing. And you said Canva, which is free.
Yeah.
And you can edit in CapCut, which is free.
Exactly.
5 free things. Only thing you need to do is learn.
Exactly.
That's it.
And learning all of them. All right, let me not say learning. Learning all of them is free, you know. But if you want certification, you can only get certification in probably like digital marketing, maybe content marketing, but digital marketing for a fact. Prompt engineering, there is no certificate for that
because it's moving so fast.
Exactly, but without the certificate, it's easy to prove that you're able to do the thing that you said you can do. And same for digital storytelling. It's easy to say that or prove that you can do it by telling a digital story.
Yes, and then have your portfolio as well.
Exactly.
So back to your question, your previous question was, what other things I think are in demand? Based on how the world is going right now, I think that physical skills, I'll mention here, nails, wig installations and such, those things, because really and truly, you know, the persons who are complaining about the air normally, persons who are doing the 9 to 5 jobs, mundane jobs, basically, no offense, I do mundane job as well. But those persons are complaining. But once you come down to the physical skills, those persons are going to be always in demand. The plumber.
True.
The mechanic. Yeah, man. The plumber, the mechanic. And by mechanic, persons always assume say you have a dirty. So mechanics, they have all of the equipment in the back of the car in a duffel bag. And once they get a little opportunity, they just move in the night. Some persons just tune cars, right? Those skills are always in demand. True. If your interest is there, or even interest, if you think you can stomach a job like that, stomach any job like that, you can do it. If you think about it as well, the plumber, come on, plumber. You can always need a plumber.
And I'm glad you mentioned all of those physical skills because people have the idea that AI go take over a lot of these jobs. But it's not a case where AI go take them over. AI will make them easier.
Yeah, enhance it.
But you will need a human being there at the same time. So get yourself qualified, put yourself in a position where when AI enter the industry, you're not on that list that be like redundant.
Alright, because end of the day, you know, guys, AI is an enhancer, as I said before. Yeah. You can enhance every single one of those jobs right there. You can enhance everything completely.
Facts.
And then because of the AI revolution that's taking place right now, those type of skills are going to be even more. Because you're going to want to see people. Right, they're going to want to see people no matter what.
Yeah.
The electrician, the plumber, even this. I see persons I saw a guy on Instagram that does, what's the word I'm looking for? Gardening. Look at that, do gardening on the side. Yeah, man, based on what he said, I think he started on the side. Yeah, persons who sell flowers, who sell orchids. Orchids expensive. I don't say it's expensive. Expensive, right? They love flowers, but never really learn how to take care of certain flowers. And then watch YouTube videos. YouTube University.
Hey, YouTube University teaches you everything.
Yes, man. Alright, and then buy an orchid, and eventually they start to make it grow. I don't know the terminology of these things. They cut it and they make it grow and then sell it and they make them money. So like that is a part of upskilling as well. You're a gardener right here.
True.
Right? So you don't know, guys. You don't know where these things can take you. You just have to be open-minded and look at the opportunities.
And learn how to evaluate yourself. Evaluate yourself. Evaluate yourself. Evaluate the mindset. And evaluate your current qualifications. And evaluate the amount of time you can spend to gain a different qualification. Because a lot of these things, when people hear the term upskill, they think about just
go back to university.
Go back to school. But that's not necessarily the case. You can upskill or gain a lot of information from YouTube University.
Yep.
Bro, YouTube have video upon everything.
Everything. Everything.
Why YouTube don't have video and don't make it are illegal? Right? One more time. All illegal
stuff. So we're gonna get into that. All illegal stuff,
bro.
Never know where I must look. Right? The internet is there, guys. Right? The internet is there.
Yeah.
Identifying the skills can be done by just putting in research in the industry if you want to upskill within your industry.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what jobs are booming. Prompt engineering is booming. Your network, you can ask people what are going. What a road. What if it's going to last a road, basically. Right? And then you can just, you look at self-assessment and see where you can fall, as we said, guys. Self-assessment is big now, based on how things are moving so far. I think it's the most important skill one can have. That's a skill to self-assess yourself.
Yeah.
Based on how life is moving right now so fast. You have to assess yourself to know if you can manage the rat race, as some people might say.
True.
Man, you have to assess and see if you can manage a so-called rat race.
Because if you can't manage, you have to figure something out.
Have to figure something out.
Because even in upskilling, if you're upskilling to say get a job overseas, because you don't want upskilling, you don't want to waste your money go to college, you don't want to waste your money to do this, and then you can't get a job out here. That's a big problem for a lot of persons.
Yep.
Spending too much money go to university and come out and can't get a job. Me personally feel like the government should have a system in place to place these persons who complete specific courses in a school, in a university. Because how you go tell the person them to go university, then spend much money, millions probably.
Student
loan. And when they come out, they can't get a good job. They have to be taking things off their resume because guess what? They're now overqualified. It's the biggest load of crap I've ever heard, bro. Like, I feel like there should be some system in place to help these persons. And then when everybody get up and leave Jamaica now, everyone at the skill worker, them, everybody will have those degrees, you're going to complain and be like, oh, Jamaica doesn't have anybody to fill these roles. But you're not creating the environment for them.
You're not facilitating an environment there. They can try that, they can say, alright, it makes sense. Because other persons regret they didn't go school.
University.
They don't want to say it, but yeah, other persons forget that they went to university based on the job that they are currently doing. Other person, I like, what am I going to school for?
Exactly.
I would not personally regret it because they go to school for a reason, right? But other persons regret it, and they have to be trying to pivot into something that they don't necessarily want to do. But the environment is not conducive for certain things.
It is not.
Unfortunately.
And some of the time, people have this concept, so when they go to school, especially like once they end high school and going at any tertiary institution, it's a case where people lucky in and be like, I'm not there here for make no friend, I'm there here for get my certificate. But I don't feel like that's the best mindset to go with, because your network can start there.
Yep.
You can start build your circle there. You never know who you will meet in these places.
I think Zuckerberg was a prime example.
Yeah.
Network started our MIT or Stanford, one of them.
Somewhere, I think at MIT.
MIT.
I think so.
Yeah, Prime University there. And the network, look at it.
Exactly. You can't
Billions.
You can't just go in a one university and be like, me just a lucky in. Build connection with people.
Build your connections.
Obviously, people have sense and people make sense, but you still need to build that connection, because if you don't build that connection, now you have a certificate and can't use it. And the persons who weren't as serious as you in college made the necessary connections and now they're where you should have been.
Yep.
Or could have been. So build that network. My first business partner, I met him at a tertiary institution, right? And from that point onwards, we pivoted and I grew into becoming an entrepreneur, learning digital marketing, learning graphics design, learning website design, learning digital storytelling, learning a lot of these skills.
Name them, man. Name them. Name them for them. What else? Anything?
Graphics design. Yes. All right. So video editing, sound design. A lot of skills, bro. Like, I have so many skills, I can't even begin to list all of them. And sometimes when people go in on one business venture and it don't turn out how they want it to turn out, they classify it as a failure. But the amount of skills that I came out with, there is no way that was a failure. There is no way that was a wrong decision. That can never be, because I have enough skills now to freelance in any industry I want to. I have enough skill now to create a team. I have enough skill now to know what high quality content, high quality marketing campaigns, high quality a lot of things look like, and how to implement those for myself. So it's all about gaining those skills. Not because a business failed doesn't mean you didn't gain anything from it. You gain a lot from it if you just reflect. And people don't understand that. And it's the same with university, bro. You can gain a lot from network. It's just doing it.
Just doing it.
Like you said it, bro.
Connecting with persons and keeping a connection consistent is a skill in itself, to be honest. Assessing yourself, that's one, and connecting with person and keeping that connection active is a skill. I think I have that one kind of part down in terms of networking. I have a broad network and I didn't even realize it was so broad, but it works.
It works,
It
bro.
works, man. It works.
And just like with that, when it comes on back to the upskilling side of things now, upskilling doesn't necessarily mean getting a certificate. We touched on this briefly.
We did not say certification. We say upskilling.
We say upskilling. But let me provide a lot more detail into this for you. If you're on Google or on any platform and you see someone like Dan Grant Cardone come on, or Kemstar, anyone who you follow on social media, and they're doing a seminar, and you decide that it's a free seminar, pre-recorded, right? You sign up for the seminar and you go to the seminar. They're talking about, Kemstar would talk about digital products, and Dan Crowdown would talk about 10x in your business. You go on, and for 1 hour and 30 minutes, you listen to them talking. And you're going to tell me that you didn't come out with more information than you went in with? That is upskilling, because what? Now you have a better understanding of digital product space. You have a better understanding of that space. You just upskilled yourself with 1 hour and 30 minutes. So you upskill yourself right there. You have more information. Now you have the knowledge to make an educated decision on where you go from here. You know what you know, and you know what you don't know. And then
when you talk about that is like an informal way. Going on it, seeing Kemstar, seeing Grant Cardone, that's an informal way to do it. If you want the formal way, you can go Hart. Yeah, we talk about Hart again. You can go Mind Institute in Jamaica. You can look if you see like a even course in other university at UTech, right? You can see if I think I even saw one time that Maritime was doing some forklift course. And I was like, they teach this. Shocking.
True.
Shocking things, guys. They teach these things. So you can look at these things. You can look at overseas universities that say, all right, cool. Because I heard a lot of persons are doing their masters overseas right now. Really and truly. So people are the overseas with their masters. Why they can't do the link with the overseas university and do something that's not necessarily a master's, so like your associate or your bachelor's. So that's upskilling right there, guys.
True.
Upskilling and certification in one, because obviously. But you have the informal and the formal ways. You can listen to a book,
exactly,
an audio book every day.
That is upskilling.
Yes, man.
Upskilling is anything that enhance your knowledge of something pre-existing or not.
So, guys, you have a whole lot of ways to do this. The internet is there now.
Yeah.
There is no real limit to what one can do and how one can gain information and skills. Not that stuff is free, not that stuff is paid for. Just pick which one is best for you. Then you just start somewhere. As he said, business venture that not necessarily worked out how you wanted to work out at that point in time, but you left out of it with multiple different skills. The multiple skills that are relevant to today's society.
Exactly.
And once AI jumped in, he learned about. He was a person who taught me about AI. I know AI is a big critical part of my life, to be honest. ChatGPT, I'm a friend. Right? ChatGPT, I'm a friend. Bard, I'm a friend. What other one name? Share them meals. Yeah, I'm my friend. Guys, yeah.
And to add to what you said, bro, reverting back to what I said earlier about upskilling. How I realized that I had the skills that I gained from that first business venture was by practice. And this came in involuntarily, might I add. Persons always ask person always ask for marketing advice. Person always ask for design something for them. Person always ask me about website design. So it's a case where the knowledge I had to practice it over and over and over again. So till it became an integral part of me, I can provide consultation to anyone who is going into business or looking to do marketing, and know that when I am finished talking, they have a way better idea of where they are, what they're going to need to do to get to where they want to go, and how long it's going to take them to get there.
Yes.
So if it's a case where you're listening to all those audiobooks and going to all those classes, all those workshops, and you ain't doing nothing, bro, it's the same thing as not going to them at all.
That is it, guys.
Because you just go absorb information and then disappear.
Yeah, man, you need to put in reps. You need to put in reps. Practice, everything. Man. I can honestly say that I am good at the prompt engineering right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
But put in the reps.
Facts.
He can tell you, the first time he told me about it, I was trying to sign up to ChatGPT. I couldn't do it. And I went over where he was at that point in time one night. 3 hours just I watch reps, see what he did on his end with his computer, asking questions until I start doing it. The next night I get 3 more hours. 3 nights, 3 hours each night. Home after 1. After 12, after 1 day
Yeah.
about. Put in the reps and start do time supposed to do. Start watch videos about the whole AI thing. And just start to the mundane task with it to just familiarize myself with how it's supposed to work.
Mm-hmm.
And because I am a person, I read a lot. So I read fast. So I try to read, right? I try to find articles that tells me about the thing. I watch other prompt engineers to see how they work. I'm not really into the artistic side of it, to be honest. But in terms of like breaking down something and make it to something, yeah. I can say I'm a prompt engineer right now. Because but as I put in the reps, guys, practice does not necessarily make perfect. Practice reduces the amount of mistakes you make.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. That's true, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, that is so true.
Yeah.
That is so damn
Yeah.
true.
Practice reduces mistakes, doesn't make perfect. Perfection doesn't exist in my book, but I just aim for more.
I'm gonna touch on that, bro, because that's how someone can start integrating these upskilling opportunities into their daily routine. Because he, at that point in time, he had work, he had class, and then he sat and watched me. He did prompt engineering for like 3 hours, and then went home like 12, 1 o'clock in the night to wake up. At what time you wake up to go work?
Normally 6.
6. To get ready to go work. You're ready to work by what? 8:30?
9 o'clock work start, but you know, so I have out of the house. Press. Yeah, press a morning time. Press, beard, relax. Like, get yourself ready, basically. So, yeah.
And he found time to learn prompt engineering at that point in time.
And I use it a whole lot. Whole lot.
Yeah, I have to integrate them stuff here into what you do. Because even though what I am doing is kind of like, I would say, a soft skill, everything, all of the skills I'm gonna have right now are soft skills, basically. So I can really do them at any given point in time. That can't be said for anybody else. But not an excuse. All right, so one time I used to do food and beverage. I was going to school for food and beverage, and I wanted to learn how to, they juggle the buckle.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to learn that. Mixology. I wanted to learn that, right? But based on school schedule and personal obligation, I didn't have the time. You know what I did? I made the time, bro. Me find some empty bottles. I'm out the door for days and end a juggle. Bro, one night time I catch it good. So I go work and start come someone baddest thing around the bar. I tell you what, man. Man, I did it for years, can't do what me I do, bro.
Yeah, put in the reps, man.
Cause you have to just put in the reps. Enough time out there mash enough buckle, bro. Enough time. You have to just put in the reps to learn the skills.
Yep.
You have to find way to integrate it into your daily routine.
So guys, in terms of integrating upskilling in your daily routine, in your life, we spoke about putting in reps for like the physical thing. So for example, if you're doing here, try to find some cousins or certain kids you can try practice on more and more and more. You just do it more, put in your reps, try different styles and stuff. Try the person's wigs. Volunteer to this work. See, volunteerism comes into place right here.
Yeah.
It's like, for example, the AI, even Excel. Listen to podcasts, listen to persons, listen to audiobooks on your lunchtime before you go to work, after you go work, and put in your reps when you get the opportunity to put in your reps, but ensure that the reps are in there, right? If you're trying to upskill in your current position and you want to get a promotion, this is the person's talking about the state of the job, right? This is the person in your industry, right? Read relevant articles. Basically, search on Google for all the relevant articles. If you want to go deeper than that, go and read it. I know that some jobs give the opportunity for their persons to upskill at a cost. By upskill and certify at a cost. They'll send it to school, but I think you'd have to stay there. I'm not sure it's banded or bond. I'm not sure exactly what. Yeah, if I'm using the right terminology, but you guys would know. So you say, all right, you go to your manager, supervisor, and say, all right, I am interested in doing this. ABC. Is it possible to let me do ABC or send me to school for ABC or pay a part of my tuition for ABC? And a contract be
Companies
made.
out here do that?
Yeah, man. And see if it's possible. Once it's possible, right? You tell them what's going on, you show them the vision, right? You tell them the plan, you show them the vision, and from there, if your company facilitates that, they can do it. Because we spoke to someone a bit earlier today who spoke about someone that he knows that they went into their position not at a high level, but the institution, the company, upskilled them because they saw that they had the potential, right? And they went to them, and now the person has the opportunity to go to somewhere totally different, make more money, be in a different position, and have different and newer experiences that they can use to push themselves forward even more. So, guys, what I'm basically saying is that the onus is on you. I said it in the last episode, demonstrate value. Tell them that you have it, and then show them that you have it, and you can move up. And in terms of that, short-term goals and long-term goals, decide if it's going to be a short-term thing or a long-term thing. Because you might use a short-term thing, eventually pivot into a long-term thing, but you just have to have your plan and your goals to upskill. You even have to think as deep as certification, or just try to reach up there.
I'm glad you mentioned long-term and short-term goal. The thing is, persons who are upskill don't have a career roadmap. A lot of us don't have a career roadmap.
We don't.
We just be like, I want to become a nurse, so I go to school for the nursing. But nursing take money.
Quick one. I want to become a nurse, but you know do a thing while doing nursing. You want to be a nurse, but you want an accountant. You're not making any type of effort to know anything about nurse. You just want to nurse because when you're little, you want to nurse.
That's true. Some people have that mindset which part they in one position, want to go somewhere else, but not make no active effort to go that direction. And you have some persons who they in one position, want to go somewhere else, and by any means necessary, they're going to progress towards that career path.
Because if we break it down, guys, you have passive and active ways. The passive way is to listen to persons. Passive way is to go to a conference. The passive way is to go on a webinar, go on YouTube. The active way is to actually do reps of what you want to do. The active way is to go to school, hard free. I mentioned hard free.
Yeah.
Right? That's an active way to do things. But it all come down to the same thing, but you need to do something.
True.
And if you don't put in reps, it's not going to be relevant. Oshida mentioned something, I think, last time off here, that sometimes we are caught up. I'm paraphrasing. Sometimes we are caught up in the administrative or the planning stage of the thing. We don't actually do it.
That's true.
Put in your reps.
You
have to practice. Right, you have to practice. Don't even think about perfection. Practice until you're comfortable. He said he was doing the bottle flip, like the mixologist type of bottle flip. You have to be comfortable, and then you have to put fear behind. You can't be afraid of failure, quote unquote failure. Think about it as a lesson. There's a whole mindset shift as well.
Facts, bro. They adjust the career plan thing, because as much as how they can shift their mindset and they can put systems into play, if they're not realistic with their plans, it's not going to really work.
Love how you said that though. It come down to what I said earlier. You have to assess yourself. Take a real good look at yourself. Because some persons have plans they want to this and that, but really enjoy that is not you. You are not that guy.
Not that guy.
You are not that guy. Be really realistic. Right? Be realistic with your expectations of yourself. Because as I said, nursing, I hope I don't want to wait to say this. Every young girl wants a nurse. And most of them now put in their reps or they try to get information about nursing. Not for them no want. Oh, but not like people. If you tell nursing on a bedside manner, you're even nice to talk to.
True.
Like, think about it.
True. And me see somebody say something like that other day on one of the big PHM quest times. Me think one of quest time post like at X Twitter. Let's just say Twitter. I want to Twitter post about someone wanting to become nurse, and in the comments people went crazy saying the exact same thing you just said. Every young girl nowadays want a nurse, and some of them dunce, isn't it?
Well, strong words.
Me just a quote what the comments them say, and that the comments them say.
Some of them dunce. End quote.
The comments them say some of them done so want a nurse. Some person just want a nurse just because I name.
Yeah.
That's all.
I when you go to school, never do biology, never like biology. Like you never know nothing about all of that. Like, come on, man, be realistic.
True.
Be 100% realistic with yourself.
And what me don't like, the persons them who give nurse such a bad name or aspiring nurses such a bad name, it affect the persons them who genuinely interested in a nursing, and persons who genuinely have put things into position to become a nurse, right? And I go through the entire process. Those persons solid the name of becoming a nurse.
Yeah.
Me don't rate that.
I rate that at all.
You see me? You can't do that, bro.
Mm.
Find your part and actually work to it and start give other industry a bad name. Because persons in those industry really want building life after
They
that
are really
career.
that guy.
Yeah. So don't come in come spoil nobody career. Don't
Yeah,
come
man.
in come spoil nobody industry, bro.
Cause I've had the experience where you're talking about a nurse, where I know someone who went to the hospital. There was like a whole bad attitude, and I get it. You might be jaded. They go through this every day, but like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, take a little one break, man, and just mental calm down and turn on your empathy. Because some of them not going there with no empathy any at all. Some of them who want beat and have no empathy any at all. Be honest with yourself. Be honest. You know, like people. You know, like sick people, especially.
Yeah.
You're not really too keen to help people.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't know nothing about biology any at all. You're not really interested in biology. You want to nurse, you can't turn. Sorry, that's not for you. Another upskilling opportunity is this. I personally, when I'm at work, at one point I didn't like talking on the phone to customers. Can't bother. I had to come out of that shell
Mm-hmm.
and start talking. And now I'll take the phone call. I'll be empathetic. I understand. I'll give you a call back. I'll take your email. I'll take your number and just space myself. Develop those soft skills, right?
That's
Right?
true.
You can be a customer service expert by just putting yourself in an uncomfortable position with persons. And eventually you'll be comfortable and you'll give them a genuine customer service experience, right? Yeah. Reps. I'll come down to reps, guys. And then even that, identify certain things that you are good at that you can say, I am good at that.
And I'm glad you mentioned soft skills because it's a case where persons will focus on developing those skills as well. That's an upskilling area.
Yes, sir.
It's not just certificate. It's not just gaining knowledge on how to deal with a certain product, going a certain business, going a certain industry, but actually upskill yourself so you actually know how to deal with persons. Some of us, we're in positions where we have to deal with a lot of persons on a day-to-day basis, and we really don't like talking to people at all, like what Carl said. And then you're going to give that person who came there a bad experience. What's the point? I understand, we can use multiple examples. Persons working in the customer service industry. Customers coming all the time upset and high rated. And you all of a sudden you start taking offense to what the customer is saying. Quit taking it personal. It's not.
How about
And
you?
that's easier said than done. But the truth of the matter is, if you had a bank account and at one of these banks and then your money went missing, would you call and be like, hello, yes, I noticed that 500,000 is missing from my account. I would like it. But no, you go call and make up a nice.
Yeah, man.
Some of the time, the persons that will make up the nice, the customers that were calling the I-rated, they deserve to feel that way. So don't take it personal, and that's easier said than done.
Me tell you how you can kill them with that. I understand 100% what you're going through right now. And if I were you, I'd be even more irate. I'd be saying some things that I wouldn't normally say in polite company.
Yeah, that's isn't it? And I see him think
Just like that, guys.
persons who in at the hospital as well, who come in at the hospital. If you're working at a hospital, if you're looking to be a nurse, persons come in pain. Person come in because they don't know what happened to their family member. Somebody get shot. Car lick somebody. You can't expect the people to come in a one calm and they go upset.
Never, would never. Where are you, man?
They're going to be upset. So you need to understand that. I'm used to do customer service, so I get it. Right? And I same thing for security guards as well.
Oh my, them
security
get hard.
Security guards have it hard because they're doing their work. Yeah, the compound itself or the business itself have some rule and it make no sense. But if the security guard don't enforce those rules, they're going to be in trouble, bro.
Simple.
They just have to do their job. You have to do your job. People go with people. Everybody have emotions.
I think empathy is a skill that we all should try to learn and cultivate.
Yeah.
Yeah, empathy is a skill that we all should learn. As you say, put yourself in the person's position. And most of the times, even if you don't mean it, when I was working at a call center and customers calling area because I was customer repair at that point in time. And you know, customer repair problems we get.
Mm.
Those bosses start, oh my god, the internet is. So then come and be like, all right, so I get what you're saying. Just, I used to use this all the time. I get what you're saying 100%. And if I was in your position, I'd be using expletives. I'd be behaving worse. I'd be asking for a supervisor. And I appreciate that you have not taken that step. I appreciate you for calling in and telling us the problems that we have so we can fix them. We could have gotten a worse customer, but I'm glad that you are the person that called and complained today. Then blow, then us
They
calm.
calm right down. They calm, bro. It works all the time. They calm right down because it's even though you're saying it like that, it sounds so genuine
Yeah, man.
because no other customer rep now go come in and they're not going to
Yeah,
act
man.
like that.
You take responsibility, man. You just admit it and you do so.
Yeah.
You just move on. You never remember their name after you just have to just do the right, guys. Learn that skill, empathy. Right? From there, we can move forward. Guys, in terms of what I just said, I believe that the first thing that we need to do to gain the skill of empathy is to try to understand ourselves and try to process our own emotions. Right? Once we can do that, we can gain that skill. Give yourself some slack. Understand that, I think I've said it before, you are the protagonist in your story. The person will see yourself as the protagonist in their story. And the world is just a stage for all of us to be the protagonists of our lives. Understand yourself first, and from there, you can gain a valuable skill of empathy. Right? Because at that point in time when I said that, and I remember it so deep, because when I look back at it now, I'm saying, wow, at that point in time, I really, really meant it because it was a problem. And from there, we can move on. It all comes down to knowing yourself and being honest with yourself and being willing to put off certain things that are going to be the detriment of yourself to make yourself better. Right? Comes down to all of that, guys. Comes down to all of that.
Facts. If you're not empathetic with yourself, how can we expect you to be empathetic towards others? You're the protagonist.
You're the protagonist.
Remember that?
Yes.
It's a case where, bro, just like you mentioned the empathetic thing, it's similar with a lot of different form of upskilling because as we say, upskilling can be hard skills and it can be soft skills.
And it can be
emotional skills, interpersonal skills rather.
What is it?
Persons need to figure out how to create a roadmap for themselves, for their career, for their life, for their upskilling journey. And when people think about that, it's hard to do because they feel like you don't have all of the information and you don't know how to structure what you want to say. Use AI, integrate AI into it. If you're not sure what career path you want to go down or what career path would be best for you, because some of us we're in a specific career path right now, and it's a case where we want to leave that career path, but we don't know what else we go do because this is all I have known. What else can I do? You can use ChatGPT to gain some insights. You can go to ChatGPT and say, hey, this is my resume, enter in your resume, right? I am working at XYXYZ. I don't like this career path because of XYXYZ. I want to be in a career path where I'm able to do list out what you want to do. I think I am very good at XYZ. List out your personal skills, them, your soft skills, them. Guide me, help me create a career roadmap as to what career you think would be best suited for me, and ask me any questions related to this prompt that will allow me to gain better information from it. So when you do something like that, it's going to be a long prompt, but when you do something like that, now you have a baseline to work with. And ChatGPT itself will ask a question and it will give you ideas as to what works best for you. If we say some things, boy, where you know say actually you never think of phrasing it like that.
That's true.
And it can show you, it can list out career paths that work best for you. And then you can decide and ask it, what are the upskilling opportunities? What do I need to do to move from here to here? And how long will that time frame take? And it will break it down, bro.
I love how you said that. I know that some persons are more comfortable when someone, or in the case of ChatGPT, something gives them a path to tread on. Some persons are extremely comfortable being told what to do. So if you're a person like that, do that. But it all comes down to it.
True.
99% of persons won't do that. Take your advice
They
with us.
won't. Some persons rather to be led than to be the leader.
And some persons won't even are willing to even put themselves in a position to be led.
That is so true. Huh.
To be honest, most persons won't put themselves in a position to even do that. Won't even sign up to it, won't even try to just type in what you said and create a career roadmap and figure out what's going on. That's the sad truth about it. That's why these opportunities are there for the persons who are willing and ready. And who even have a fundamental, a little simple plan. Willing, ready, have a simple plan. Or you don't even have a plan, have a vision for themselves. Once you have a vision, you're willing and you're ready, you can find upskilling opportunities. Because they are there.
True.
And you're going to be better than 99% of persons out there. Right? You're going to be 100% better than them. In terms of that, I think we should embrace a growth mindset, as Ashida said. Right? Embrace a growth mindset. Accept the fact that the world is moving extremely fast.
Yep.
Accept the fact that what you think may be relevant now 6 months down the line is going to be obsolete. So always try to be ready to pivot. Always try to be ready to grow, to learn, be willing and ready. You're going to outclass a lot of persons. You're going to leave them in the dust. Right? You're going to leave them in the dust. And then surround yourself with persons who are willing to tell you, who can give you positive criticism and tell you what they really think about what's going on. Those persons are good for you, guys. Right? And give yourself some slack. Give yourself some serious slack. Focus on learning, not just the outcome. Focus on the journey. He talked about the journey from the first business. And I'm sure that he did not expect he would have gained so many experiences and so many skills at that point in time. And look at him now.
True.
Right? So yeah. Focus on all that, guys, and you're going to be better than 99% of persons. You're going to be more fulfilled than 99% of persons, to be honest. Own your L, take your L. Don't be hard on yourself. Be empathetic. Upskill. And if you can, certify later.
Because embracing the growth mindset has a lot to do with how you will grow in life. And there are many forms of growth mindset. There are the growth mindset that you have from external factors. Persons who tell us, say, yo, XYZ, do this, do that, try to this, try to that. And their growth mindset of being a self-developer.
You have to do it.
In some situation, then sometimes just in a situation that forces you to grow. You don't even have a choice sometimes,
Sink
bro.
or swim, your choice.
You don't even have a choice sometimes, bro. And the truth of the matter is, yes, if you don't have the people them around you who are grow with you,
new people.
Yeah.
Really and truly, new people.
And me tell you this already, Carl. I'm gonna say this. Me, personally, I'm an entrepreneur. I've worked a 9 to 5 countless time. But at heart, I am an entrepreneur. And I used to be one of those entrepreneurs where I'm like, all right, this project is my project. I'm going to work on this project. Right? But no, I don't view it like that. Why isolate myself when I have a team of persons with great minds that can help me grow, that can excel? When I work together with these group of persons, I move faster with more clarity, with more direction. The precision is unmatched. The energy is unmatched toward more than when I work by myself. So why would I isolate myself to like working alone? Work as a team. Yes. Build a team. You see, moving with a team, you go far. Person say if you want to do it fast, go alone. That's bullshit. You see, if you want to go fast and go far, do it with a team of like-minded persons who always feed off of each other, where excel. It's not about going fast if you want. Go alone if you want to go fast. That's not it, bro. If you want to go far and go fast, go with a team. That's what I think.
It is. So that is our encouragement, guys. That is our encouragement. Well, comes down to it and assess yourself. Get persons who will be honest with you. Don't be so hard on yourselves. Try just 15, 20 minutes a day just to listen. Put in your reps.
Put in your reps.
and you'll realize that you have a skill that you would not have realized later on. Realize that you had before. And that is it. Upskill. From there you can move up or you can pivot. Your choice. You can have the choice.
And
You're in a position where you have the choice to move how you want to move.
I'm glad you mentioned that again. The skills, the skills, the skills. It reminds me of how I learned about the fact that I really have these skills because I wasn't always like acknowledged that I really have all these skills. But then I started to think about it and I'm like, no matter what business venture I go into, name it, no matter what it is, I will be able to design my own logo, design my flyers, build my own website, run my own marketing campaign, tell my own digital story, do my own prompt engineering. I'll be able to do everything to get that business off the ground because I have the experience to do so. Then all I need to do from that point onwards is create some SOP, standard operation procedure. So anyone that I bring on board, I can now share that document with them. I no longer have to do that part of the work. It's just systemized.
Yeah, like you speak about that. I personally don't have the artistic flair to like build a logo and all that, but prompt engineering, I know how to do the ads, run my own ad campaign. SOP, love that. That is my thing. I love systems. Can't bother randomness. Love systems. You get things as close to perfect as possible. Prompt engineering, I've been on that for a while. Been using it every day. Right?
Yeah.
And I have my empathy. And I have my sales skills. So yeah, certain times you won't realize that you have certain skills until you realize that you have certain skills, guys.
Facts.
I realize that persons have the tendency, or I may have a tendency, and he might have a tendency not to see. You have the vision, but you don't see the colors in the vision. You don't see what's going on. Until when you see it, you realize that, oh, that's me. We always underestimate ourselves until we realize that, yeah, we are greater.
Yeah.
And then one more skill I never mentioned: pick the right persons.
True.
Come on, you have to pick the right ones, man.
That's a skill I also gain.
Yeah, discernment. That's the one. That's the word, right?
Yeah.
Discernment.
That's a skill I also gain because there are persons who say they want to do amazing things and never do anything, and there are persons who say they are going to do amazing things now and call it 1 hour later and say it's done. Right? You need to be able to identify those persons differently. I am able to do that, so I'm able to now select amazing persons to work with and collaborate with because I can feel the energy because I've worked with both persons who say they're going to do and never do and persons who say they're going to do and get back to me like tomorrow, yesterday. Yes, me. So I know you need to find those persons to work with.
You need to find them. Once you find them, you can go far.
Yeah.
You can turn you being unsatisfied in your job because you're not getting enough money. Yeah, I'm talking about money. So you being your persons are only that tell you, oh, you can do that. You can do A, B, C. Encouraging you, sending you links, sending you opportunities to upskill yourself right there. As I said, not certify, upskill yourself. From there, pivot with them.
Facts.
Right? You start to make some extra money on the side. And if it's a situation that it can be built in, that hustle can be built in a business, you know who you can work with. It's a situation where you can see a consistent with the side hustle. You work with it. Right? So that is a part of it, guys. Discernment. Yeah, but I've redo the thing. Right? Assess yourself. Have discernment. Right? Assess yourself. Have discernment. Have empathy for yourself. Look for opportunities. You can move up.
Yeah. Just like
that.
And remember,
career, purpose, truth.